What's going on, the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Loso 2.0, the copy. God himself, my fault. My chest is just, it feels, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this has been you guys, but I feel like a cold has been going around or something. Something that's like not really a cold, not really the flu, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's weird. Um, but today we're talking about Naphtali in the Bible. But yeah, nah, man, something going around crazy. It's been taking people out at my job. Not out, but like taking them out, as in they are now sick for a few days and just need some rest to kind of feel better a little bit. Yeah, I feel something in my chest, like a little tickle right here. But I'm still gonna go to work though. Same old, same old, same old. Still want to give you guys some content as usual because that's what I owe to you guys, to at least do you some content. That's really what I'm talking about. So, now going to, work wise and stuff, man. Some crazy stuff has been, happening at work, man. One of the locations, some stuff happened at one of the locations, and my boss was trying to make me go into the danger zone pretty much. He was pretty much seeing what was going on and said, you need to go this way and go there. And I'm just confused. Why would I go to the place that's actually something's happened? Now, I didn't have, a vehicle to get there, but still, it was why was why would I have to go do something like that? My fault, guys. My wife's also sleeping, so I'm trying to be a little bit more quieter because I wanted to post this content video. But anyway, though, that's pretty much what he was saying now. So that just goes to say, right? If you don't want to do something, you want to do something that you don't want to do. Well, if you want to do something you actually want to do and don't want to be forced to do stuff that you really don't want to do, you have to be an entrepreneur. It's the only way out. To me, apparently, right? I mean, obviously there's basketball and stuff like that, but I mean, like, if you really want to make it out and you really want to, because even if you have, let's say, even if you have a job that you really do love, right? Eventually, that person, and people don't really love jobs, let's be honest, they really love bosses. So let's say even if you have a boss that you really, really love, he's really, really good, or she's really, really good, and everything's amazing, but then it comes to find out that, any day they can get quit or something could happen to them or they could leave, and then now you're stuck with something else. It was kind of like on Horrible Bosses too. Remember, he was kind of doing his thing, loved his job, loved his boss, everything was amazing, but then his boss passed away, and then his son took over, and his son was a mess, for lack of better terms. So that's just something right there to talk about. Yesterday is my sister-in-law's birthday. Shout out to, Kelsey. Hopefully she had an amazing birthday. What else is there to update you guys on? Yesterday we had a playoff game. I couldn't even make it though because I was home. And then the last thing I would say other than that is playoff game. The last thing I would say is my publisher really going deep into my book. Everything's looking amazing. I also reached out to another school. I'm trying to see what's going on with that school, but whatever. Someone is going to eventually reach back to me. But let's go back to Naphtali in the Bible, right? So Naphtali, he pops up in Matthew 4:13, 15, Nephthalim, Revelation 7:6, Naphtali, he also is in the Genesis as well. His Hebrew definition stands for my wrestling, mutual intertwining of Jah, wrestling of Jah. And he is the sixth son of Jacob, second son of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid. And Bilhah's Rachel's handmaid conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, with mighty wrestlings of God in margin, have I wrestled with my sister and have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. Genesis chapter 30, verse 7-8. Jacob's blessing upon his son was, Naphtali is a hind let loose. He giveth godly words. Genesis chapter 49, verse 21. Moses' blessing upon the tribe of Naphtali was Deuteronomy 33:23. O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, and full with blessing of Jehovah, possess thou the west and the south. Naphtali also refers to the tribe of people who were descended from the son of Jacob by his name, and to the country in which they lived. Numbers 1:43, Joshua 19:32-39, 1 Kings 15-20. So that's who Naphtali is. He's the second son of Jacob and Bilhah, which is Rachel's handmaid. So metaphysically, the brain and the small of the back, which are the kidneys, whose office is to direct the elimination of certain watery elements from the blood. So Naphtali is your kidneys. This presiding genius is called strength because it keeps up the positive tone of the circulating medium. So kidneys help blood circulate to get rid of the bad stuff that you don't need and continue to circulate the nutrients. When we have been worshiping material things and filling our thoughts with worldly conditions to the exclusion of the spiritual, there's a deterioration of the soul quality, a gloom and dimness of the mind prevail. One of the parts of the organism that this especially affects is Naphtali. So when we worship material objects and material things, Naphtali is supposed to filter that stuff out, but Naphtali can't filter that stuff out, and sometimes it affects our spirit, because our spirit is now not filtered. Our spirit now is corrupted, or something happened to it, so it's not to its fullest. Excuse me. And it makes it more gloomily and dim. When material thought has dimmed, the eyes of the understanding and shadows of carnal thought have gathered in consciousness, affecting the strength center in the back. The restorative power is the light of spirit. The mind is open to the light through prayer and spiritual meditation. The light increases from day to day. The soul grows in the consciousness with Christ's mind, and the one's whose whole being is thus purified and greatly increased in strength. So you have to continue to filter out the negativity, which is in our kidneys, which is our Naphtali, which that's what's representing, right? Filtering the soul. You can't, if you continue to feed it crap, it's going to, let out, you're going to continue to circulate crap. It can only let out so much crap, right? That's why you urinate. Letting out some of that nutrients that you don't really need. But if if your kidneys are problems, some damage with your kidneys, it won't be, there's only so much crap that the body can, release or let out. And filtering your soul, you have to filter your soul, which now is funny because now I'm starting to think that video, I don't know if you guys ever seen the video when the person was talking about what if God is water, which means he will be within us, but he will also be around us. He will be above us, he'll be below us. Stuff like that, right? And why sometimes when stuff happens in these other communities, why they always attack the water system. That's something to think of. So now I'm starting to think the soul is water. Just something to think about. So just some food for thought. Lips chappier than I'm like. Just some food for thought. And that's really all I have for you guys today on Naphtali. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. If you are listening to this on any type of podcast platform, 5-star reviews. And I want you guys to keep killing the day. And remember, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.